My name is Argos, and I will be starting work at an overseas subsidiary in June. I decided to change jobs for the first time in my life, not to a Japanese company in Japan, but to a Japanese company overseas for two reasons. I wanted to acquire skills that could be used outside of Japan. The first reason is that I wanted to grow up to be a person who can make a living outside of Japan, and I was very anxious about competing only in Japanese in a world that is becoming more and more globalized, while at the same time Japan, which used to be one of the top countries in the world, is gradually declining. I have felt a fierce uneasiness about competing only in Japanese language. Another perspective that should not be forgotten is the adverse effects of lifetime employment. Although Japan has begun to recognize the importance of meritocracy, the organizational structure that has long been based on lifetime employment cannot be easily recognized, and the reality is that many people in the company have lived through such a period of time. This can lead to a sense of frustration as one gets older. On the other hand, overseas employment is not often for life, and contracts are renewed every year. This accelerates a sense of urgency and motivation and increases the willingness to work. Simply put, by moving in the opposite direction from security and peace of mind, you gain a significant change in your mindset and opportunities for experience gained. Naturally, it also increases the speed of promotion and job growth, which is why it can be so attractive. I would like to add a few words here. I choose to work for a Japanese affiliated company because of my own language skills and the strong Japanese affiliated flavor of my career. By developing my language skills here from a practical standpoint and experiencing the winds of a foreign country, I may be able to get away from Japanese business customs in a positive sense, and moving to a completely foreign company from my next career move may become a realistic possibility, giving me a great advantage in my future career planning. Now, having said the latter, breaking away from the Japanese political and economic system, let us look at this. This fiscal year has seen a wave of wage increases, mainly among large corporations. But how much meaning can we say that this has really created? Are these wage increases for large corporations achieved at the expense of small and medium-sized enterprises? Also, if income tax and consumption tax are collected separately to compensate for the declining population and birth rate, will it really make people's lives lighter in their terms when viewed from a broader perspective? I don't hear any talk of raising corporate taxes again. In addition, the rising stock market and the prices of commodities are not commensurate with the real economy, and in such a social climate, we are left with despair and disappointment in a structure that places a heavy burden on young people in their prime, and in a political system that fails to implement economic stimulus measures to correct this situation. These are the truths behind my decision to work outside of Japan. How are you living now, and how do you plan to live in the future? No matter how difficult the situation may be, please do not stop thinking about it together with Argos. See you tomorrow.